Welcome to RYCOR Landscapes, where I'm about to show you how to transform this into this. G'day everyone, welcome to RYCOR Landscapes. My name's Corey, I'm one of the directors here. And today I want to chat to you guys about a very common question that we get from a lot of our clients, and it's, what is the process for a new landscape? Now, many of you have probably been wanting a new backyard done for a number of years. And whilst everyone has a different process to getting a new landscape done, I just wanted to share some insights as to how RYCOR Landscapes do it. Number one in this process is taking action. This year we've pledged to ourselves that we want to take action in our business. One of the things that we're doing is new YouTube videos, which we're probably not as comfortable with. However, this is the number one point. So this is free of charge. Taking action, all it means is sending an email, picking up the phone, and getting in touch with a landscaper that you've been following potentially on Instagram, on Pinterest, on YouTube, and you really correlate to their style of work. This is the number one step, and it's only a phone call away and free of charge. Once you've spoken to your preferred landscaper, the next stage is an on-site consultation. Now, what we normally discuss at an on-site consultation is a number of different things. Because every landscape is going to be different sizes, different budgets, different styles, we always make sure that we tailor this best to the customer. One of the things that we'll discuss in these meetings is the type of style that you like. Generally, we want to try and make this correlate to your house style as well and make sure everything ties together. So it's very important to get this stage right. One of the next steps we talk about generally is budget. Budget is one of those things where it is quite a fluid situation, so prices are constantly changing, but we like to try and cost manage jobs and projects as best we can to suit our clients. One of the other stages of this is making sure that we're getting this backyard right for your family and your circumstances. One thing we do that works really well is we come in and we have a profile or a customer checklist, as we like to call it, and we basically give this to you to fill out. You'll fill this out with a number of different items and you'll be able to basically put in writing exactly what it is you're after. Once you've had your site consultation and you're ready to go ahead with your landscape project, the next step, which is very crucial, is getting a landscape design done. The reason you get a landscape design done, and it is very important, is because every landscape team needs a set of plans to work off. This is basically your blueprint to creating the dream backyard that you desire. Making sure you get a design is super important because having a great flow in your property is vital to a very good landscape. 2D plans are fantastic as they give every landscaper a set of plans to go through and construct the project exactly how you want it. These are great. These outline things like hardscapes, so it includes all of your paving, your decking, retaining walls, bench seats, that type of thing. And it also outlines all of your softscapes. These are generally done in AutoCAD. The next step from here, which helps you really see the vision, is going into 3D renders and 3D videos. The 3Ds really show you how to make this landscape come to life. We see the vision every day. We can look at a blank canvas and see exactly what it's going to look like. However, a lot of people in this industry, they just don't see that until they've seen the 3D. So we definitely recommend getting 3Ds done, as this can really essentially give you a try before you buy. Landscaping these days, it's not a small investment, so you want to make sure that you get it right at the start rather than spending your hard-earned money on something that isn't exactly what you wanted. Getting a design done can help manage the expectation, so you know exactly what you're getting as opposed to what's being built. One of the common questions about the design process is, number one, what am I expecting to pay for this design? Generally speaking, most designers will charge between sort of 5% and 15% of the total landscape construction project. So to put it simply, if you're spending $100,000 on your backyard, you could expect to pay between sort of $5,000 and $15,000 as an average. And then another question that we constantly get is, how long does this take? Now, everyone's going to be different, but it is a bit of a process. So generally a design can take anywhere from sort of 2 weeks up to 2 months, depending on how detailed it is, plus potentially more on larger sites. So it's important to take action, get the ball rolling early, because if you're wanting something done before Christmas in July, you're pretty much running out of time. Once you've had your new dream backyard designed and you're happy with everything, you then go on to the tender stage, all right? In terms of the tender stage, tendering for large landscape jobs can be quite time consuming, and there's a lot of elements that you have to think about. There are so many good landscaping companies in Melbourne, so one thing that we highly recommend is going out to tender with one landscape company to get an idea on what this project's going to cost. Many of the landscapers in Melbourne are going to be very willing and able to help you work through this project and build it to the budget that you're after. There are many different ways to cost manage a project, whether it's materials and other efficiencies. So rather than wasting 3 people's time, that's one of our big recommendations. In terms of most landscapers, there's probably a variation between fixed pricing and then also cost plus. Okay, fixed pricing is where us landscapers will go through and we'll actually quote the project on a fixed basis, so you know exactly what to expect throughout the landscaping works. And then in terms of cost plus, generally cost plus refers to working on an hourly rate, with materials being cost price plus a certain amount to cover. There's no right or wrong to these answers. We generally do a bit of a mix in terms of our quoting process. We try and do a fixed price on as much as we can. However, when it comes to excavation works and site preparation, there's a lot of variables underground. So we like to try and do this on a cost plus basis, which is fair for us and fair for the client. How good's this? You're finally through the process and you're finally getting your backyard started. Now, the number one stage of getting a backyard done is what we call site prep. Site prep is we come in with excavators, machinery, and we basically scrape back the site so that we can allow for all of our new materials coming in. We generally dig our site back 150 mil below finished heights, and we get rid of all vegetation so that all new plants and anything else has the best chance of thriving. Site prep is such an important part into your landscape. It builds a fundamental platform for what your landscape's going to look like. It's very important to make sure you're getting all of your heights right, drainage right, and anything else allowed for in this section of works. Once you've got a clear foundation ready to go, it's all about your hardscapes. Once we've got a clear platform for our new landscaping, we generally go through and we try and work from back to front. The reason we do this is so that we have good access in the back and we can slowly come forward. There's no point going and landscaping your front yard if that's your only access, because it means that you'll have machinery and people working through it to get to the backyard. From here, we generally start in the backyard and start on your hardscapes, all right? So hardscapes includes things like your concrete footings. This is always important for retaining walls and concrete benches, concrete bench seats, that type of thing. We also go to our paving slabs, timber decking frames, and then from there, we'll basically work into the finished hardscapes. With your finished hardscapes, we normally go through and we'll do a lot of paving, decking, retaining walls, pergolas. A lot of this is important to happen first, and then we come in for some softscapes. Now, once all your hardscapes are in, it's all about the softscapes. The thing that we probably love the most, because it really shows you what your new landscape is going to look like. This is very important because it adds a lot of greenery to this stage and it looks superb once the turf and plants go in. Generally, as a part of your softscapes, we have lighting, irrigation, planting and turf. Irrigation is a very important one. We're getting more and more clients who want to try and create a low maintenance property. So irrigation is one of the ways that we can try and eliminate as much maintenance. One of the key things that we do say to all of our clients, however, is no backyard is no maintenance unless it's just a concrete jungle. So you still do have to maintain it, but irrigation is definitely one of those little wins which allows you to gain some more time. Now that you've got your dream backyard, which you're really keen to spend with friends and family, you have to see us again. What we do is we come in for a handover, okay? A handover is critical in how you end your landscape. It's very important. There's a lot of new work that's been done at your place. So what we make sure we do is we go through and give you education on how to look out for your plants, your turf, when to fertilise, when to water. We show you all the irrigation information. We connect that to your phone, show you how to use your lighting, and we also run through any of the hardscapes too. Now we're nearly done. I know I touched on it before, but we highly recommend getting a maintenance company in to maintain your yard afterwards. The difference between building a house and a landscape is actually a living area, okay? So all of your grass, your plants aren't gonna stay the same that they are. We always say to clients when we leave a landscape, it's actually the worst it's gonna look. And that's because the plants are not established, your grass hasn't taken yet, but once we come back in 12 months' time, it looks awesome. We definitely recommend using a horticultural company or a gardener, even if it's once a month, because this will continue to upkeep your yard. Landscaping is probably a bit more detailed than what you thought, so we're always here to help. If you guys have any questions, queries, anything you want to know, feel free to get in touch. You can call us, email, Facebook, Instagram. We just about have it all. Yeah, get in touch if you need any advice. This is our first YouTube video, so it's probably a bit clunky. Not sure how to close it, but I'm Corey, RYCOR Landscapes, and we will see you next time.